Hello, this is Doug Kooy with So What Do You Think Daily Israel, coming to you from Vancouver, British Columbia. This is a special commentary. Recently, there has been a lot of discussion about Israel having a new loyalty pledge. Now, how does this work? Well, currently, those who take out citizenship in Israel only pledge allegiance to the state of Israel. Now, the new pledge would be, and I quote, to the state of Israel as a Jewish and as a democratic state. So here's exactly where it stands.
There is no other democracy in the Middle East. There is no other Jewish state in the world. The combination of these two exalted values, a Jewish state and a democratic state, expresses the core of our existence and the essence of the state of Israel. And whoever wants to join us must acknowledge this.
Personally, I see no problem with this. In my opinion, and I say in my opinion, this is simple. The state of Israel was created to be a homeland for the Jews. However, some see this as a racist move, as in this report.
This is going to have a tremendous effect on the Palestinians living in Israel and on the Palestinians living in the rest of the Palestinian territories. The Arabs are very angry over this law, and they call it a racist law and a fascist law, according to some Arab members of the parliament that we heard their comments earlier today.
So here is how I see it. The Jewish people are connected by a common religion, a culture, a history, and a national identity. Most countries are set up with a single dominant culture. Democracy does not hinder Israel being Jewish. If I, as a Christian, decide to move to Israel, I fully recognize that Israel is a Jewish state. I also understand that because it is democratic, my right to worship as a Christian is not taken away. Matter of fact, it's protected by the state of Israel. And the same, by the way, is true for Muslims, Baha'i, Hare Krishna, or any other religion. And that's the way it works in a democracy. And here's the next point. To simply recognize that Israel is a sovereign country, that does not define Israel. To say it is a sovereign Jewish state defines what Israel is. If a person does not want to recognize that Israel is a Jewish state, then they'll live in the state of Israel would not work for them, in my opinion. Personally, I believe that the Almighty God made a covenant with the Jewish people, and part of that covenant involved a land, and I believe that land is what we call Israel. As a Christian, I respect God's covenants, and I respect the right of Israel to have a land that is for the Jews. The fact that they have chosen to accept democracy is an amazing thing. They have chosen freedom, not only for themselves, but for all people who call Israel home. Israel is a Jewish state, and it is a democracy. There is no contradiction in terms. You can call it nationalism or patriotism, but you cannot call it fascist or dictatorship. It is simply a country set aside for the Jews who choose to operate in a democratic fashion. And I might add this, the only true democracy in the Middle East. This is Doug Kooy for So What Do You Think Daily Israel. And by the way, visit our website at sowhatdoyouthink.com. Reporting from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.